from the home of the Bulldogs. Anchor Luis Romero, weatherman Dustin Staples, sports with Daniel Peay, and our producer Julian Vaughn make the team of MHS this evening. Good evening, Luis Romero greeting you. Student athletes, please make sure to have your physical form and concussion papers completed and turned in to your coach as soon as possible if you have not done so. Don't forget to ask Mrs. Wood about the Lunch in the Library book club, which is coming very soon to the MHS library. Don't forget that courses may not be added after last week, so you must have a parent or legal guardian's signature. Also, you must have Mrs. Weinerth's approval if you would like to change or drop classes. And students, please remember that if you have not done so, to turn in your lunch forms in order to continue to receive free or reduced lunch. Extra forms are available in the main office. 10th, 11th, and 12th grade beta members need to pay dues by September 4th to Mr. Foster. Dues are $15. And any 11th and 12th grade students interested in becoming an SCA officer for this school year, don't forget to see Mr. Foster. SAT testing will be here on October 3rd. That's a Saturday. The registration deadline is September 3rd. That's a Thursday. And further information can be received from our guidance department. Now we're going to get a check of our weather with our meteorologist, Dustin Staples.
Good evening, I'm meteorologist Dustin Staples for your Monday evening forecast. Hope your Monday was off to a great start indeed. Again, we had some few light showers early today. Those now came to an end. 76 right now. We'll be coming right on 60 degrees, again with a slight chance of any precipitation that could be lingering over. Tuesday's looking even much better. Lower humidity levels, 84 degrees is the forecast high, with an overnight low of 60. So that's great news for any outdoor activities as well. Take a look at some highs across the area. 85 for Henry, 87 Pennsylvania, the middle to upper 70s in Floyd and Carroll, other than lows dropping in the mid-50s everywhere elsewhere in the middle to upper 60s. 7-day planners looking fantastic with mostly sunny skies, highs in the middle to low 80s.
Well, today we have our principal, Mrs. Weinerth, with us today, so I just want to thank you as the whole team for taking the time to come and join us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to do this interview.
Well, we're going to get right into the questions. Our first question is, what is something new that students should expect this school year?
Well, we do have the Freshman Academy, and this is where freshmen will remain in one area, and the teachers can be very targeted so that they can help them academically and behavior-wise and to keep them on track. It'll give them a good foundation so that when it comes time for graduation, they'll have what they need.
So it's somewhat similar to what they're doing with the fifth graders at the middle school?
You could see some similarities there, but they are in our school.
Yes.
They're not a school by itself.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for lightening that up. And our next question is, we know about no outside food on the campus and no headphones. What are any other new policies or just regular policies that you would like to bring to people's attention?
Well, everything we do here at Martinsville High School is for the safety and the success of all students. So not having the food helps us to have a more healthy diet. The headphones, we don't mind the earbuds, but the headphones can be very distracting, or it can keep you from hearing something that you don't for your safety,
Yes.
that you might get hurt. And the dress code is always the same, and that's because we want you to be successful in life, and we don't want anything to distract your instruction. Because, again, I'd like to emphasize we're for the safety and the success of all students.
Yes, and I've noticed that, like you say, it's for the success of the students, and some of the students don't realize that that's the reason. They think, well, why can I bring my own food? I can afford it. But when they had the informative assemblies for the school year, they talked about how the students that can't afford the food, maybe from Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, that's the reason why students should not bring outside
Well,
food.
and it is a federal, when the federal government has a rule, we need to follow it.
Yes.
And they want to provide a healthy lunch, so they want people to eat in the lunchroom or to bring your lunch from home, a healthy lunch and not a fast food lunch. If you want to do that for dinner or what else, that's your choice. But while you're here, we want to have a place where you can get healthy food to try to build some healthy habits into society.
Okay. And as an administrator, what is some things that you plan to do this school year to help Martinsville High School project a more positive image in our community?
We do some amazing things here at Martinsville. The students people really need to know what students do here. Our students, just for instance, this group here, this team, people should know what goes into producing these shows and to writing the questions and actually capturing the people to come interview.
Yeah.
That was a job. We want people to see what we're doing here. I think if people just know we can get the word out what we're doing here, we've kind of just not tooted our own horn, and we need to, because I have students who participate in so many things. Over the summer, many students did internships. They held jobs that really worked for the community. They're constantly going to HOSA competitions and robotics competitions. They work right through the summer to do some amazing things. They have so many talents. Here at school, we have students that take on projects like this one that you've done. Many people are working in the community, and I think the community, we just need to show the community that Martinsville High School, we have students that are on the right track, doing the right things, and really want to be model citizens. So I'm very proud of my students, and I want to tell everyone, if I'm somewhere and somebody starts asking me, I get very passionate and start talking about everything that my students do and how they're so capable of many things. So
and
just to get the word out.
Yeah, what I've noticed is that you like to help the students. Like, for instance, you helped us take a dream and make it into a reality. So we want to thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah.
And it's because of you that students want to keep going and want to do things that are very successful. So
That's very nice. You make it easy to do, because
Yes.
I love it to help anybody with their dreams. Just come to me and we'll make it happen. We're going to start doing some internships with the seniors, and we want them to get some experience. But thank you for all you do. You guys have done this. It could be a dream, but to take it and run with it is really great. So we appreciate all you do.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Weinerth. And like we said, you help us do what we want, and we had to actually. Ms. Weinerth is a very busy person, so with that, we had to arrange us and have a time where we could both meet. So we want to thank you again for just taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and do this interview that will inform a lot of our students.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Thank you. And now, just to lighten things up and pick up the move, one of the questions is, are you planning to dress up for the Spirit Week?
Sure, I love Spirit Week. I think that we should all participate, teachers, everyone, because that's what it's all about. So I'll have to think about some things, but but I probably should get started right now.
Yeah. So what do you think would be your favorite day of Spirit Week? Which one would you?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
The Christmas one is. Do you like to dress up in Christmas?
I have a lot of old Christmas sweaters that I could wear, and Christmas is my husband's favorite holiday, so we have quite a few things for Christmas. But I'll have to give it some thought and see what I've got. But I think the more creative you are within limits, the more fun it is. It's a very fun time. Last year the students participated. We had lots of people participating, and they really kept it to it never disrupted instruction. Everybody just had a really good time, and really some very creative things. Yes. Students need to show their creative side, and I think when we have events like that, that helps kids to really foster that.
And with being creative and showing that, so one of the things that we want to do with having WMHS up and running, we want to feature those students on our show as well, and we want to be able to take pictures of the students doing all these different things so that once again our community can see what Martinsville High School has to offer.
Okay, I think because high school should be fun also.
Yes.
There's SOLs, there's academics. I think it's one of the best times of your lives. You guys are going to look back on this time,
Yes.
and when you get together with your grandchildren or your children and talk about the studio you did. I'm sure that you'll
Yes.
probably be big producers and actors and meteorologists in New
Yes.
York or somewhere big, known internationally. But I think that, you know, we should foster that, and that's what it's all about, just knowing, having a good time and living your life.
Yeah, and if we do become successful, and we hope we do, we can always come back and interview Miss Weinerth.
Yes, I'll be very old by then, but that's okay.
No, but we'll be able to thank you for
Oh,
doing this.
You guys are so great.
But thank you so very much for taking the time.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Thank you. And now we're going to turn over to our... Thank you for watching MHS this evening. We hope you enjoyed the show today, and we hope you enjoyed the interview as well. Hopefully you will turn in tomorrow.